So, strokes, you know that thing that like happens to everyone? It's really fun and fresh. Yeah, that was fun. So strokes, you know, the thing that happens to like, you know, 70-year-olds, your nan had it, it's a bit sad, she can't really move off her face anymore, you know, but like, it's fine because she can still smile halfway, you know, she kind of looks like this. Hi. You know, strokes, they're fun. Happen to 70-year-olds, well hi, I am 13. I have terrible genetics. My mother had a stroke at 37. I have mental disorders, various. And then my God was like, you know what? Let's give her a stroke. Let's give her the thing that 70-year-olds have. Let's just do it. Because you know what? We hate her. We are gonna sabotage her. We're gonna ruin her life. We're gonna be... I need to stop complaining. I can still move my face. I just stutter. Anyway, so this is the story of how I had a stroke. And it's fun. Tanamojo is going to be shaking at this fucking story. Okay. So I got notes on my phone so that I don't miss anything. I'll still definitely miss things because, let's be fucking honest, I will miss things. Okay, so it all started, it was a Sunday. And to make things worse, it was the half term, so it was the Sunday and the Monday it was going to be like a week off, right? So it was Sunday afternoon, it was like 3 p.m. and me and my sister, mum, dad were watching The Voice. And you know, it was The Voice, it was whatever. Just reading my notes because I really don't remember this, it happened a year ago. So there were 3 people on the TV, so there was like the guy, the other person and the other person, because it was the part where they were having sings off. I don't know. I didn't really care. I was depressed that day, but didn't know that God was gonna really make things much, much better with a fun little hospital stay right in the middle of the half term. Like, couldn't this have happened like on a week? Anyway, I need to get on track. So, you know, watching The Voice and stuff, and there were 3 people. So I was looking at the person in the middle, and I couldn't see the person on the right. Like, the person on the right was just like black. Not in the... Oh god. No, not... Oh god, I just couldn't see them. They were like a black space. Not that they were black. This is Poland, come on. They don't even sell black foundations there. And then like I started seeing like flashing like lights, like purple, like colourful flashing little spots everywhere. And my head started like really hurting, like the worst head pain I ever had in my whole life. Wow, I love being dramatic. I really should be a YouTuber. Would fit in perfectly with all the dramatic hoes. Anyway, so my head really started hurting. I couldn't see the person on the right. I could see flashing lights, and I was like, okay, this will pass in a bit. It's fine. But my head really hurt, and I was like, Mother, head's in pain. And she was like, whatever. It's like, fine, sis. You'll get over it. You host. Stop being dramatic and annoying. So I was sitting on a sofa chair. I started not to be able to feel my right arm. Like it started going completely numb. And then I was like, okay, that's not cool. Can I please feel my arm again? That would be really appreciated right now. I kind of want my right arm. Kind of necessary to kind of live. I was like panicking high-key because I exaggerate and panic all the time. I really panic all the time. We love a good anxiety. Anxiety sucks. Like, Mum, so can't really feel this right now. I can't really, this limb right here, can't fucking feel it. Help. And she was like, it's fine, you were probably leaning on it or like sat on it. First of all, how the fuck do you sit on your arm and not realise? I'm not that dumb. I wasn't sitting on my arm. My mum was like, it's fine, you were probably sitting on the hose, it's just move a bit, probably pins and needles, you'll be fine. And I was like, no, I'm not sitting on my arm. I'd realise if I have it on the... I am resting my arm. I need to calm down. I was sitting like this. And I was like starting to like really panic. Like, Mum, no. You don't understand. I was sitting and I couldn't feel my arm, you know, it was pretty cool. I was getting kind of scared. Then I slowly couldn't feel half my face. Then I slowly couldn't feel like half my leg. No, just one of my legs. And I was like, yeah, Mum, can't feel half my fucking body. I don't think I'm leaning on my body. I don't think I have pins and needles in the whole right side of my... case here. And then I started not to be able to speak properly. I was like, it was weird. So I was like trying to speak, and my words, like, I knew what I wanted to say. I tried to say things, but instead it just came out as like syllables not in the right order, just like completely gibberish. And I started freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I'm having a stroke, aren't I? Thank you, Lord, love you so much. Thanks for fucking me over in every single way. Thanks for giving me like a stroke at the age of 13, love you. And I was just like, oh my god. And I started crying and crying, and I was like, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to be paralysed. Which is a lie, I want to die. At this point, my mum was like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't be like, it's fine. You're crying and you have like a lot of symptoms of a stroke. Maybe I should just help you. And my dad was like, yeah, we should probably help her. And I was like, thanks. So they were like, yeah, we should probably call the ambulance. I was like, no, I don't want people to come talk to, and I was like, actually, yeah, I think I'm dying. So they called the ambulance, and I was still crying and crying and crying. And I was like trying to text my friend. I know, crazy, shocking, right? They wouldn't care, but I was trying to text them saying, yeah, you know, I think I'm having a stroke, fucking help. And I couldn't, like, text, like, at all. Like, I thought I was dying. I was kind of excited, to be honest. I was like, finally, no, I was scared I was going to be paralysed forever. So basically, when I was, like, looking at my phone, like, all the letters on my screen, like, looked like they were, like, mixed up, and I couldn't, it was terrible. Yeah. They were calling, like, ring, 911. Yeah, sup, bruv. Yeah, daughter. Yeah, 13. Yeah, she's kind of having all the symptoms of a stroke right now. What the fuck do we do? Oh, okay, she probably isn't having a stroke. She's 13. That's really rare. So, and then they gave me tons of questions to answer. And they were like, what's the name of the Queen? And shit like that. I failed most of the questions, but honestly, I don't think it was because I was having a stroke. I think it was because I'm a dumb bitch. And the questions are usually for like people that are probably having a stroke, and they're usually like 60, so they probably know all about the parliament and shit. Like, I don't know who the parliament guys are, like, I don't know their names. And then the ambulance people came, and I was like, kind of like, I was feeling my arms again, I was feeling my body again, I could almost speak normally. So I was like, okay, trying to calm down. I think I was still crying at this point, but honestly, I have no idea. I cry a lot, and it's happened a year ago, and I don't have a memory, I just don't have one, so that's fun and fresh. People came, and they were like, okay, calm down, honey. And they were like, okay, are you okay now? And I'm like, kinda. And not really talking to them. And they like asked me questions again, and like answered some of them correctly, but most of them not. But that's because I'm a dumb bitch, not because I was having a stroke. I know being dumb isn't a personality trait, but hey, you know how it be. Okay, one of the guys, right, that came to like calm me down and talk to me and be like, sup, are you having a stroke, sis? He smiled, he looked like a normal human. It was like, hi, bro. And then he looked like a normal human, and then he smiled, and Jesus fucking Christ, his smile, I swear to you, went from like here to here. Like, he looked like the Cheshire fucking cat, and I was like, I was terrified. Honestly, I think that's what kind of made my body stable again. Me and my mother, we went into the ambulance. They gave me painkillers because my head really hurt. And at this point, I was just sitting in the ambulance. They didn't turn on the little Nino thing, which is rude, okay? I would like that, thanks. I want to feel special. Turn on the Nino thing. Make cars like go the other way so you can go by and like shoo to the hospital. But now I'm not important enough, teehee. At that point, I was basically fine, except my head was really hurting. So we got to the place, and then we had to wait for like literally hours. It was fun. And my head really hurt. And then they called me in, and then, Jesus, they kept doing tests like, move your arm, push my arm, lift your arm, do other things, I don't remember. Basically, okay, a lady like put a needle in my vein, wrapped it around, and just left it there in case I needed like some like IV drops, so it's like, or any kind of things, just in case. She just put it there. Basically, you know, when, I don't know why, like, I could walk. I had to sit on, like, you know, that wheelchair, and the lady just like, pushed me, and and until onto the children's ward. Blah, 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 blah. There you go. And I was in a room filled with kids. I was like, okay, it's annoying, I have to sleep the night, but like whatever. Like it's kind of my half term, but it's fine. It's okay. I'll wait. It's fine. It's totally fine. And then I went to sleep. And then the next morning I was like, me and my mum were like, okay sis, can we like go away now? And they were like, no, we're gonna keep her for like 2 days, like to see if she's okay. We're gonna do tests to see if she had a stroke or not. Because basically my mum had a stroke when she was 37. She's 44 this year, so it was a while ago. I don't remember it. I look like a lamp. So I was like annoyed because they wouldn't have kept me on, but because my mum had a stroke, they were like, okay, it's genetic here, we'll just make sure if it's a stroke or not, we'll keep her here. And I was like, ugh. 2 days went by, I was just kind of really annoyed and using up all my data because, you know, my dumb brain didn't realise that the hospital had Wi-Fi back then. So then they said, okay sis, so you are gonna have an MRI scan. And I was like, cool, like those machines where like people go in there and then, you know, if magnetic, so sometimes metal objects that are in the room kind of just fling and kill people. Yeah, that's fine, I'm not scared, my hair looks, oh god, whatever. And they were like, okay, so it's probably gonna happen like today evening. And then it was the evening and I was like, okay sis, where is the MRI machine? And they were like, nah, props tomorrow. And I was like, oh my god, you mean to say end of night? Okay, thanks NHS, Jesus, we don't pay high taxes for this, do we? I don't pay taxes yet. I need to stop complaining. So we stayed like another night. And then the next day they were like, okay, yeah, no, tomorrow. And I was like, Jesus! So we waited another day. And then the next day they were like, okay, time for the fun scan. And I was like, oh god, okay, fun. And then we went like, boo, on my little wheelchair. And they pushed me. And then I had to wait. And then I had to take my bra off. And I was like, oh god. And my shirt. And I was like, I don't really want to do this, to be honest. And they were like, no, it's fine. Just you wear this little robe. And I was like, okay, it's fine. So I went in my robe, lay down in my little thing. They put the thing on me. And they scanned my brain, and then I couldn't move my head, and then suddenly I was like, oh shit, what if they detect like drugs in my head? What if someone once like roofied me, I didn't realise, but the drugs went into my head, and then like now they're gonna find drugs, and then they're gonna be like, oh my god, there's drugs in her head, and then they could tell my mum, and then I'd get grounded, and I really don't want that. So I started panicking. Well, really shitty music was in my ears left, and no drugs were detected in my head, and I was like really, they were like, okay, the results, they're gonna come tomorrow, so you have to have another night. And I was like, I basically wasted my whole half term for nothing. But then the results said that I didn't have a stroke. And then they said that, oh yeah, it was probably a migraine, sis. But I don't believe them. Because one, I still like stutter a lot, and it's really, I don't believe them. I think the MRI machine was broken. I think they just didn't want to tell me that I had a stroke. I think I had a stroke. I'm going with that I had a stroke. I don't believe the doctors. I have serious trust issues. I think I had a stroke. And I'm saying I had a stroke. Sis, I had a stroke at 13, and I'm going with that because that is a good title and thumbnail. So sister, I'm using that. I don't think I had a migraine. I don't have migraines. I did after that, but that's irrelevant. According to the doctors, I didn't have a stroke. But according to me, I did have a stroke. And this is my channel. And those doctors aren't here anymore. So I'm gonna say I had a stroke. Anyway, so yeah, that's the end of the story. Subscribe, kids. Or I lock you in my basement and then my dad will... Okay. I'm not gonna finish that sentence because it's not even funny, it's just dumb. Subscribe and all that stuff. Follow me on Twitter. It's Natasha Erica. And subscribe and like this video unless you want to get a stroke too. I'm gonna attempt to reach for the camera and fall off my chair. Yes, I am. But that's fine because I hope I didn't miss anything. And if you're in the NHS watching this, put some better music on when people are in an MRI machine. Just make their lives better, put better music on. Anyway, subscribe.